Hi guys, this time I'm going to show you how to make some really pretty bellflower dangle earrings with the Czech glass flowers that we carry at beadsboutiques.com. And you're just going to have so much fun with this, because once you learn kind of the principles of how to do it, you're going to be off and running using all kinds of beads and all kinds of types of chain and caps, and you're just going to make it totally your own because you can. But first you got to know the basics, and so I'm going to show you the basics today if you don't know them already, and we're going to have some fun. And what we're going to do is we're basically going to make earrings like this. These are a little long, so I'm going to show you a variation as well. But it's fun and it's easy and you can do it. So come on over here and let's make earrings. Okay, so these are the Flower Garden tulip cap earrings. These are the tulip caps I told you about, and basically what they are is they're a brass stamping that's been manipulated into a dome shape. So you can actually fold this out and it would be flat, but you want it like this, okay, into this shape. So you start out with that. Now, to get your design going, what you need to do is first you have to make your beaded sections, this section and this section. So let's do that first. And you will need, to make that, you will need a blue bead or whatever kind of bead you want on there. This is the hibiscus flower bead from our website. It's turquoise blue. It's Czech. I love them. It's my favorite, and I use them all the time, so I decided to use them for this video. The next one I'm going to use is a square dell. I don't know if you've heard of square dells, but they're a rondelle that's square. This is Czech Preciosa Maxima, a very, very good brand. So I'm going to put that on there so the point's at the front. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these little gunmetal and blue. These are hard to get from the website. These are all at the website. All this stuff's at the website. And then I'm going to end it with a little yellow flower, so that it looks like that. If this rolls this way, don't worry about it. I can move it over. That is easy. Okay, so now I'm going to just get it going the right way. And see, it's wanting to fight me a little bit. But once we get it bent over, it'll be fine, and then it will do what I want it to. It just keeps fighting. Stop fighting you. Stop fighting me. Okay. Now, let's see what happens. Now, I'm going to go this way. So, okay. Now, so it's pointing out this way. Sometimes it just wants to do nothing but fight. I'm going with it. And I'm not going to worry about it right now. But you did see when you try to turn it like I did, it doesn't always work out so well. Okay, I did get 2 twists on it. Okay, oh, there I go. I've got it now. See? It's going the way I want it to. So I'm just going to nip this off. Once you get it gone over up here at the top, usually then you're kind of on a path to it being the way you want it to be. It's funny, things that are so simple sometimes can turn out to be fraught with problems. That's why you just have to practice all the time. Like with my wraps. I like wonky wraps. I always have, loose wraps. But sometimes you really want to get a good tight wrap, so I've been practicing on that. Because I've been sloppy for a long time. Okay, I'm going to fill over that as a rough. No, it's good. Okay, so now I got the top part on. Now I just have to do the bottom. So I have a little ball end head pin. Right now we don't have many of this to say. They've been a little bit elusive, to say the least, to buy. So, but I had a few in my stash. So anyway, I have this pretty little rhinestone ball I'm putting on the bottom. And these aren't the cheapo ones like you see in a craft store that have the acrylic ones jammed down in there. These are machine cut glass put down in there. So they are excellent quality. Then I have another Czech Preciosa rondelle, but this time it's round. And then I'm going to put a little pink flower in there. It's a lot like that yellow one. It's the same size. 7mm hibiscus flowers. I love them. I'm nuts about them. And We just got a big shipment this week. So if you'd like to try those, it's a good time. You can use the Get 20 coupon, come on over and get them. They're not even expensive to begin with. But hey, you can pay less, why not? Right? That's what I would say. Okay, come here, you. All right. Always fights me when I'm trying to serve somebody else. Okay. In this case, I don't think it would make so much difference how it goes with, which side you do it, but I just want it to be this way. So since I want it to be that way, I'm going to work at it until I get it the way I want it, right? Okay, now I'm going to tighten this up a little bit. And this is another place you have to be careful, because if you tighten it too much in a bead that has these little bumps in dimension around the side, you could nick it, so you gotta be careful. Okay, that's good. All right, so now I'm going to put this on the bottom. So for that, I need a little tiny jump ring. So I'm going to do that. And then I will show you the trick for getting it up into the dome bellflower, which is really not much to it at all. And you will be able to use that same trick in so many different applications, tassel making, just so many things you can do. We're going to put one thing up inside another, and you want it to, dangle and move a little bit. Movement in earrings is really something you should aim for. It's something you want, because when an earring's long and it's stiff, it just looks funny. It has to have some moving parts. I'm trying to get that nice and flush. Can't quite this close. Okay, I'll check it later. Okay, now I'm going to put this on a little bit shorter chain than I put on this. This one has 5 about 6 millimeter loops on it that I took off of a piece of chain. But these are really pretty long. This has, talk about movement, this has movement. But these are pretty long. So I thought, to shorten it up, this has to come up this way. Now, I don't want to shorten it up too much or omit the chain, because it'll be clear up in here, and all you're going to see is the bottom, and it won't move as nicely. It won't be good. So you got to have something. So I just decided to shorten it up this time and see how it works out. So I took 2 short links and 1 long link from my chain that I'm using, and we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to put it in this long link at the bottom. I'll show you in a second so you can see up close. Okay, get this close. Okay, so you'll see how it's going to look like that. So now what I need to do is I need to take an 8 millimeter jump ring, and I like a larger jump ring to be up in here in the top, because it prevents this from moving around too much in there. It gives a little stability, but not so much so it doesn't move at all, just kind of makes it not move quite as much as it might. Let's put it that way. See, so I've got my jump in there and the top loop. Now I'm going to thread on an eye pin. These are 2-inch eye pins. Okay, and now I'm going to close it. I'm going to close it really good. These are the jumps from our website. People love our jumps. That's why we're always running out. But I think we have a pretty decent supply now. Okay, so that's on now. So you can probably see, probably imagine what's going to happen next. It's going to be, then I'm going to put this on here. Yes, I like that better. I like that better. It's going to be just a little bit shorter. You can still see the whole, all the beads. They're not going to be jammed up inside of it. It's just going to be a little better. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to put the top part on, which is going to be like this. Now, here's the thing about this. When you put just a piece like that, and then you're going to turn it, it's really easy to nick it at the top too. So I'm going to I've got some little tiny beads over here, and sometimes just to help it out a little bit, you can put a little tiny bead on top of that. It does add a little length, but it gives you more stability for when you wrap it. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put a little tiny guy on there. He goes nice with the other colors, so that's good. So I got this, and let's see which way I want to do it. This way. So I'm going to turn it. Okay, and then I'm going to loop it over. These head pins work really good. They're 20 gauge wire, but some 20 gauge wire can be a little tougher than others, you know. I think it has to do something with the plating on it. But these are nice and soft. I really like them. So I'm going to be able to make about 4 loops to give it a really nice finish. Okay, I'm bending it around about as far as I can, so now I'm going to clip it. Okay, clip it, tuck it. Always want to tuck it. Be careful when you do this. You can throw it completely out of kilter if you're not careful. So I move that back. Now I want to move this in. Be careful not to ding it. And then feel over it. Okay, that's pretty smooth. So I've got that about as good as I can. Alright, so now I'm going to take and put this on. And once again, you know what? I think this will work. I think it's far enough out. I'm going to have to move it. I'm going to take it and move this up and down. I love these type of ear wires. They're just elegant to me. Okay, so that one I didn't have to pull out. That worked out fine. Now I'm going to take this and just kind of crimp it back. It's not really a crimp, but it kind of reminds me of crimping it back. Pull it back so that you see there's not a lot of space here. Because you don't want a lot of space here. If you do, it could come off. You don't want that to happen. So see, now when I push it up there, that's going to catch it, that ball, and it won't come off. So now I've got my earring, and I'm happy with it. It hangs real nice. It's cute. It is shorter than this one. Let's see if we can take a long head pin and see how much shorter. Because I cut that back. I don't know if this is going to work, but I got to figure something out. This one's just a little bit longer. You see that? But sometimes a little bit longer can make the difference either way. In this case, I like the one that's a little bit less. Maybe it's not. Oh, you know why it's longer? Because of this. Yeah. Because of this. That made it a little bit longer. But the chain didn't. That's just the point. There's not as much chain hanging. Okay? So, rather than me, boring everybody with sitting here and making another whole thing and showing you stuff you already know, this is what I would suggest. If you want to make these earrings, and I hope you do because they're really fun and they're so cute to wear, you can make them so many different ways. You could do them all one color or a bunch of colors like I did it. You can use these caps or something else or whatever. You could even hang twisted wire coming down from the inside. I mean, you could do it so many ways. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to go back and just look at the video again and stop and start. Most of us do that when we're learning something. And you'll see me do this, and it will all be all in the same place for you to try it, to make your own earrings like this. And you're going to love them. And if you need the parts, we have them all at the website. We have the little rhinestone balls. Are these all on? Yeah, they are. Then we have the little pink flowers that just came back in. We have the turquoise flowers that came back in. The square dells, Javi put those on last night. And these little ones, these are so hard to get. These little Czech rondelles. It is so hard to get them. I always have them on order. And about every 3 months they send me a gross. It doesn't help much. So when I have them, I have them. But you can use other things instead too. The little yellow flower, that's a 7mm hibiscus. This is satin gold plate. Satin matte, not satin matte. Satin, just satin gold plate. 22K finish. We have it at the website. This is brass. So look for satin, satin 22K finish. And we have lots of them. So there are plenty. We also have them in matte black. We have them in silver and brass ox. We have lots of these. There's a smaller size too if you'd rather try it with a smaller size. So anyway, I hope you'll give it a try and try it your way. Do it your way. I bet yours going to be way better than mine. And thanks for watching. It was great to have you with me again today, and I'll be back real soon with another really cool project. Thanks for coming.